Hi, Manu, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Unaendelea aje?
Kwa salama.
Niambie.
Karibu kutembelea siku ya leo hapa Rojavilla. Sisi tunapenda wageni.
Thank you.
Sisi tunapatikana katika mji wa Bukembe. Webuye Balaba Highway.
Okay.
Karibu sana.
So if anybody's passing hapa tu kwa highway, they can easily find this place.
Hapa tu tunapenda wageni sana. Karibuni.
Guys, you've heard. Huko kunaitwa Rojavilla, iko Bukembe. If you're in Bungoma County, you might already know this place. Inaitwa Bukembe. But if you don't know, when you're walking towards, when you're traveling towards Malaba, sindio, ama to Bungoma from Webuye, you will see it, So from Webuye, it's on the left, sindio? From Bungoma towards Webuye, it's on the right. So Manu is our host today. We are going to make some fun cocktails. Unakunywa? Sawa, wewe ni mtu wangu.
Asante.
Sawa, stay tuned. Hi, thank you for always following me and watching. Afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Welcome here to another interesting episode of Sip and Share. I'm your favorite mixologist, Charity, and today we're diving into our friends who don't drink or have chosen to stop drinking, okay? I'm here for you. So we are not only talking about cocktails, but we also do mocktails, all right? So today we are doing a variation of 2 drinks, and then we're gonna make a variation of alcoholic one later. We are doing 2 very, very famous cocktails in the world. First one that you all know, it's called a Shirley Temple. What do? You start with your grenadine on the bottom. You use some ice. We're not going to use a lot of ice as the weather is not so favorable. And then you top up with Sprite. 7-Up, Mountain Dew, Sprite, whatever you like. As we said before, everything you drink has to look good. So we're going to try and garnish this with a lime. So how did Shirley Temple come about? Shirley Temple started back in California in the 1900s when this young girl was dining with the adults, and this bartender was thinking to himself, why is she just sitting there? The adults are dining, they're having fun, they're enjoying. And he was like, okay, let me just make something non-alcoholic for her. So he made this drink. And you can put a cherry if you like. So basically that's our Shirley Temple. It's named after a very, very famous actress. She's a young girl, or she was a young girl in those 1930s, called Shirley Temple. So come to think of it, in the next segment, we're going to find out who is the boyfriend of Shirley Temple. Okay, so imagine it's 1930s. Girls have gotten their drink. It's non-alcoholic. They're enjoying with their, somebody's going for dinner with their parents and they're having a Shirley Temple. And you're a guy and you're wondering, so I'm going to sit there and get a pink drink. You won't want that, Cindy? So what did the bartenders do instead? They created a version of Shirley Temple for the guys, okay? So guys, today we are at Rojavilla along Malaba Webuye Road. And as you can imagine, this drink is called Roy Rogers. I know all of you know Roy Rogers, the famous musician for country music. It's the same style of cocktail. We're just going to start with the sweetener, the grenadine, ice cubes. And then this time round, we're topping up with the Coca-Cola. As we said, we don't want to give the guys a pink drink. So it's going to be with a Coca-Cola. Look at that. So you can see the grenadine on the bottom, then the cola floats on top. As we say, this one we are calling it Roy Rogers, the boyfriend of Shirley Temple, right? And it's matching with the venue today because the venue is Rojavilla, yeah? So, similar, Cindy. So as we stay tuned, we're going to make another variation of alcohol, same style of the Shirley Temple. So stay tuned. Grab something for you to drink, sip on, and wait for us. As always, I'm your favorite mixologist. See you soon. Thank you for continuously watching. So you remember we were talking about Shirley Temple. We said it's a mocktail, it's pretty, you can make for your kids, so it's grenadine. You can find this in any supermarket or maybe in a liquor store, but it's no alcohol. Then you can add a little bit of Sprite and then garnish it with cherry, lime, orange as you like, all right? But then I said there is a variation. So let's say you are one of us, yeah? One of us who drinks, Cindy. So you can turn this mocktail easily into a cocktail. What you're gonna do, you can use your favorite brand of vodka. I'm using Smirnoff. It's not my favorite, but that's what I have for now. So you can add grenadine, add your Smirnoff, and top up with Sprite, 7-Up, Mountain Dew, however you like, or both Sprite and soda for those who don't like too sweet. Yeah. As usual, we want it to look good. So I'm using limes today, so I'm gonna garnish with a little bit of lime wedge just on the top. And lovely, this is Dirty Shirley. We are calling Dirty Shirley because remember Shirley Temple is a young girl, young actress, and this is a very dirty Shirley because we're adding alcohol in it. Okay? Thank you for staying tuned. Try this and try more variations of the Shirley Temple at your home or wherever you are hosting, and get in touch with me. Subscribe, watch, comment, leave your motivation sayings and everything. Thank you. So as we check out today, obviously as usual, you're gonna hear me tell you this. Please remember to grab something hot, cold, warm, whatever you're comfortable with. Sip slowly, share your story because it matters, right? But today, actually, our story really matters. We've been making Shirley Temples and Roy Rogers in a place which is similar to the name. We are in Rojavilla. It's along Webuye, Malaba Road, for those who live in Bungoma or might be visiting Western Province any soon. Bungoma County, guys, is just on the highway, so you can't miss it. In this section, you can go back and recheck and make similar cocktails in your home. We've made a Shirley Temple, which is a mocktail. We've made a Roy Rogers. And we've made a Dirty Shirley, okay? As you sip on this, please remember to follow me on social media handles. My Facebook is CW Charity. Then Instagram is Sip and Share with Charity. TikTok fans, Sip and Share with Charity. And here on YouTube, of course, Sip and Share with Charity, okay? Watch, subscribe, and keep liking. Thank you. I'll see you on the next episode. Adios! Hi, thank you for always following me and watching.